we've got discussion on directing Attorney Keebler to supply an opinion letter, and I realized after we brought this up last meeting that we already had one from Kevin. I don't really feel the need to have a second one.
He was pretty precise about it.
I wasn't satisfied with it, that's why I asked for it.
Oh,
Since then, I went and seeked my own opinion on my own. I'm satisfied with it.
Well,
okay.
I just wasn't satisfied that that's what,
None
it's pretty vague.
yeah, I was going to say, none of them address how much. They all
That's
say you
correct.
have to have it. As near as I can figure out.
And there's a fine line between
You can't go.
certified and peace officer. There's a fine line there, but it does say in the one section that it has to be certified.
You can't pull the 1 hour a month stuff.
Right.
But other than that, it doesn't help you.
Correct.
Now, since we're on that subject, though, because I have gotten a question from somebody, apparently one of our applicants has been looking for a house, and so wanted to know what the requirements were for them to live within the community or how far away. And Realtor actually is who called me about it and said there isn't a lot available right now. I made the comment that I thought probably the old Shaler School District was good enough in terms of response, but I would double check and make sure that we had or hadn't set a specific limit. They inquired about 15 miles, and I said I thought that would be too far. But I said I also thought we'd probably give them time to find something, you know, but
Oh, yeah.
This guy contacted you?
no, the realtor contacted me because
Oh.
whoever was interested in the job had started already looking into finding housing, and they were concerned that there really wasn't a lot on the market that was within
The last time you required them to be a resident of Shaler within 6 months.
6 months, okay. And Shaler meaning, did we define it as city limits only, or?
Shaler,
Yeah.
I believe it's.
It's a section and a quarter. All section 25 and a fourth of 25 and all of 26.
I know when we hired Matt Beatty, we allowed him, he lived on the farm temporarily till he found, and then that was the same way his was.
But we wouldn't allow like a farm acreage within, not the city limits, but,
Well, I think probably be a little bit restricted.
I guess I would allow farm acreage, but I'd want it within
Well,
5 miles, not 15 miles.
I don't think I'd go 5
Or
miles.
4 miles.
I don't.
I want him to live in Shaler.
Yeah, I think.
Because then you see the stuff in the streets, and if you,
City of Shaler residency is required within 6 months of date of hire and must be maintained during term as police chief.
Must live within city limits.
City of Shaler residency.
Sure, right. Okay, that's clear.
And that being city limits, so that would exclude acreages, isn't that correct?
Unless they fall within, you know, because like
Yeah, I'm on the council,
his does,
but I
and
get 200
Clarence's
acres.
would, but you
Yeah.
know, they'd have to be within that, our limits.
Yeah.
Okay. I will let them know that.
I would hope to stick with that unless you just absolutely have to.
I'd want to hear the circumstance, I guess, if I,
Sure. So if I
If
go
it was a
back to them
temporary
and
thing.
say, we'd allow 6 months and it has to be city limits, but we'd listen to anything and might make exceptions if they appeared reasonable. Okay.
If that's what it says, that's.
Can I take this with me to
Can
start?
it come back?
Yeah.
Not that it wouldn't, but can
I'm
it?
the same way.
Oh, no, there's plenty
You want a
of
copy
times
of
when I probably
this?
have to.
I'll make a copy.
Okay. But I will do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Is that it then? Because that's all that's on the agenda. These aren't on the agenda.
What,
Right.
the email, we were gonna talk applicants, or is that next week?
You're interviewing next week. If you want to take a look at what you've received so far and just look at them and see what's here, because you've
Yeah,
received quite a few.
I wanna do that.
I want to do that.
Yeah. Well, you guys are are you two the?
Yeah.
Not on the agenda.
Yeah.
I put Michelle on.
The committee.